Hello everyone, welcome to Skyway. In last lecture we have learnt about anatomy of the heart, and in this lecture we are going to learn about cardiovascular devices. I hope this video will be helpful. Without any further delay, let's begin our lesson. Cardiac defibrillators. This is a device which is designed to store electrical energy for subsequent delivery in the form of an electrical shock. Typically, defibrillators are battery powered, but some can operate connected to an AC or DC power line. The term defibrillation refers to the rapid delivery of electrical shock which is unsynchronized to the electrocardiogram for the purpose of terminating ventricular fibrillation, which means irregular heartbeat and other complexes such as pulseless ventricular tachycardia, which is a life-threatening cardiac arrhythmia in which coordinated ventricular contractions are replaced by very rapid but ineffective contractions leading to insufficient organ perfusion and heart failure. Pulseless ventricular tachycardia is a medical emergency, and other one is ventricular flutters, which means is an arrhythmia, more specifically a tachycardia affecting the ventriculars with a rate over 250 to 350 beats per minute, and one of the most imperceptible. It is characterized on the ECG by a sinusoidal waveform without clear definition of the Q, R, S and T waves. Normal heart rhythm, which is defined as rhythm of a healthy heart. It means electrical pulses from your sinus node is being properly transmitted throughout the heart muscle. In adults, normal sinus rhythm usually accompanies a heart rate of 60 to 100 beats per minute. Now let's see what is sinus arrhythmia, which is nothing but when your heart rhythm or heart rate is abnormal, it is called arrhythmia. There are different types of arrhythmias. I will explain what are the types in this video. Sinus tachycardia occurs when your sinus node sends more rapid electrical pulses leading to a heart rate that's higher than 100 beats per minute. It's normal to have sinus tachycardia in some situations such as when you are exercising or feeling stressed or anxious, have taken certain type of medications, have used a stimulant such as caffeine, nicotine or some type of recreational drugs, etc. However, when you are having sinus tachycardia at rest, it can put you at risk of potentially serious health complications such as heart failure, stroke, sudden cardiac arrhythmia. Some symptoms which can feel are heart palpitations, being dizzy, chest pain or tightness, shortness of breath, fatigue, fainting. Sinus brachycardia, it is the opposite of sinus tachycardia and happens when your sinus node sends lower pulses resulting in a heart rate of fewer than 60 beats per minute. A heart rate below 60 beats per minute can be normal for some people, particularly youngers and athletes. It can also happen when you are in deep sleep or taking certain type of medications. For some people, however, it can be a sign that your heart isn't distributing enough oxygenated blood to your body. When this happens, some potential complications Atrial fibrillation is a heart condition that causes an irregular and often abnormally fast heart rate. You can see in the graph between normal and abnormal heartbeat. A normal heart rate should be regular and between 60 and 100 beats per minute when you are resting. You can measure your heart rate by checking your pulse in your wrist or neck. Symptoms like shortness of breath, dizziness. For these treatments include catheter ablation, ventricular fibrillation. It is a type of arrhythmia or irregular heartbeat that affects your heart's ventricles. You can see in the image. Ventricular fibrillation is life-threatening and requires immediate medical attention. It's the most frequent cause of sudden cardiac death. Emergency treatment for ventricular fibrillation includes cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which means CPR, and shocks to the heart with a device called an automated external defibrillator, which means AED. Medications, implanted devices, or surgery may be recommended to prevent episodes of ventricular fibrillation. Symptoms which include collapse and loss of consciousness is the most common symptom of ventricular fibrillation. So, in next lesson, we will discuss about monophasic defibrillation and biphasic defibrillation. Thank you.